So, like I said, welcome to Term 3 Lesson 3 of the mini course. For the benefit of those who are here for the first time, I should reintroduce who we are. So I am Pia, like I said, but I work at Math Accelerator Center. We are a math specialist center and we help students with borderline grades turn their results around within a short period of time. If you see our address, it's over here. We're at 1 Marine Parade Central at a building called Parkway Center. We're on the 12th floor. Yeah. So we help people with math, yes. But what do we specifically do? We help students who are mainly struggling with problem sums. Of course, we help with all sorts of math, but problem sums are our specialty. Specifically, we improve their understanding and confidence in tackling problem sums by demonstrating how they can be solved systematically with heuristic strategies. This is very important because, hi Kiesa, because we'll be moving into very soon our Term 3 rated assessment and the year-end exam. For P4 students, you'll also have to worry about subject-based banding, where you will be streamed to more advanced classes based on how well you do in your end-of-year exam this year. Yeah. So with that said, let's jump into what our lesson is going to be about today. So if anyone was here for the past few weeks, you know that we usually have 3 strategies and then higher order thinking questions. This week, we only have 2 strategies, but we'll be spending more time on each one. They're called Pothole Type 1 and Pothole Type 2. Don't worry too much about what that means. We'll be going through it soon, so you'll be able to see. We also have 2 higher order thinking questions, which are more difficult, but if you can solve them, it means you are quite well placed to succeed. Also, special announcement, we've got a bonus quiz. This is to test your understanding of the content we've been covering in the past 3 weeks, including today's lesson. So this quiz is a bonus. You don't have to do it, but if you do it, we are giving away prizes worth $50 each, and we're giving away 8 prizes. Anyone who scores all questions correct will be eligible to win prizes. Yeah. So I'm going to share more details at the end of the session, so stick around. That's it. Yeah, so we're going to start the lesson first, and I'll talk about the quiz a little bit more after we're done with this lesson. So let's just go through the ground rules again. Those of you who have been here before would be familiar with it. But those of you who are here for the first time, I've muted all your audio. You can only communicate through chat. If you want to tell me something, please type it in chat. But please do not spam the chat, right? Because I have to read all of your messages. So just try to type it in as concisely, which means in as short, as few words as possible. Yeah. Also, please answer questions when I ask them. And if you have any questions, you can also ask them. If they are short questions, I'll answer them. But if they are longer questions, I'll stick around for a few minutes at the end of class to answer them. Yeah. Finally, please listen, write down the solutions, or take a screenshot of my screen so you can look at them later. Yeah. And also have fun. Where is the bonus question? Don't worry, I'll be talking more about the questions in the bonus quiz later after the class. So you can just stick around for that. All right, so let's move into what we're going to be doing today. Like I said, Pothole Type 1 and Pothole Type 2. So let's go through Pothole Type 1 first. There are 4 steps here. First, we identify the number of units in one hole. I'll show you where the bonus questions are later. No, the quiz should not be too difficult. You should be able to solve it. But anyway, yes. Pothole Type 1. First, identify the number of units in one hole, then identify parts of the hole, construct the model, and then solve for the answers. So what do I mean? These words probably don't mean very much to you if you're just looking at them, but now I will demonstrate how to use this. By looking at question 1 on page 2, Pothole Type 1. I'll say it again, question 1, page 2. Don't worry, KSR, I'll tell you more details later. So question 1. Henry spent 3/7 of his money on a bag and 1/4 or 1/4 of the remainder on a shirt. He was left with $75. How much money did he have at first? Okay, so let's underline important things first. He spent 3/7 of his money on a bag. Then he spent 1/4, not of the whole thing, but of the remainder. Yeah, and then afterwards he was left with $75. Now let's draw a model. I'll draw it like this. So he spent 3/7 of his money on a bag. Does anyone want to guess how many units I should split this model into? Good try, good try. Not quite, Minaja. Okay. All right. So a number of you are getting the, yes, very good. The number of units you want to split this model into is just your denominator here, okay? Just the denominator. So here, the denominator is 7. So we want to split into 7 units. Yes, very good, Darren. That's the correct answer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 units. He spent 3 sevenths of his money on the bag. So how many units did he spend on the bag? Okay. Yeah. Oops. Sorry, one moment. Yes, very good. He spent 3 sevenths. So 7, we did 7 units, got the denominator, right? How much he spent on it is the numerator, 3 units. So this much he spent on a bag. Now, he spent 1/4 or 1/4 of the remainder on a shirt. 1/4. How many units do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. This fits. Are we supposed to plus all? Yes, you will soon. So this fits. We have 4 units and we have 4 units here in the remainder and we have 1/4. 4 units. It fits. Now we spend 1 of these 4 units because 1/4. We spend 1/4 of this on the shirt. And then we are left with 3 units. Yes, very good, Isha. So we're left with 3 units. We also know that we are left with $75. So $75 is equal to how many units? Yeah, Manaj, that is the correct answer. Yeah, very good. Everyone is typing it down. 75 is equal to 3 units because we have 3 units left here in our model and we have $75 left. If 3 units is equal to 75, 1 unit is equal to 75 divided by 3. Can anyone tell me what that is? Yeah, very good. Yeah, very good. $25. 75 divided by 3. So we want to see how much money Henry had at first. At first, he had how many units? Yeah, very good, Celestine. That's the correct answer. At first, he had 7 units, right? So to find 7 units, you just do $25 times by 7. For those of you who already got the answer, that's very good. This answer here is $175. So that's how much he had at first. If you wanted to, you could separately find how much he spent on the bag, how much he spent on the shirt, how much he had left, and then add it all up. But you don't have to, right? You can just find 7 units. Yeah, okay. 7 and 4 change to 28. No. No, because this is not 1/4 of your total. Yeah, 7 units from, yes, that's the correct answer. That's how you get 7 units. Yeah. No, yes and no, because you don't want to find a common, you don't want to change these 2 fractions to a common denominator. Why? Because this 3 sevenths is of the whole thing, but this 1/4 is of the remainder. That means this much. The 1/4 is of this much, which is 4 units. That already fits. You don't need to divide everything into 28. Yeah. All right, so this is the first example of pothole type 1. If anyone, yes, if anyone needs more time, I recommend that you take a screenshot so that you can refer to it later. Yeah. I put unit because unit is the standard way we refer to one of these boxes when we split a model into boxes. We call each box 1 unit. Yeah. Okay, no problem. Okay, so I can wait for a little bit. So yeah, this is how you do pothole type 1. First, you take out the amount that is used up in the first place. Then the second part will be something of the remainder. So then you deal with only the remainder. Yeah. Second equation here. Oh, that's because I just divided 3 units by 3. What is the lines below 175? Oh, these 2 lines, they just mean that this is the answer. It's like this, I finished the question. This is the answer to the question. That's what these two lines mean. Okay. All right, so I'm going to move on to question 2 now. Why do we always repeat? These are different questions from the ones we've done before. Don't worry too much. If you're repeating questions, that's fine because there's just more practice. Right, let's move on to question 2. Don't worry if I moved a little bit too fast. I can just come back later for anyone who needs it. Yeah. Right, question 2. 3/7 of the people in the hall are boys. Yes, Manaja, very good. 3/4 of the remainder are girls and the rest are adults. There are 400 more girls than adults. So let's do this question step by step. First step, underline. 3/7 are boys. 3/4 of the remainder are girls and the rest are adults. There are 400 more girls than adults. How do you find it? That's because $75 was 3 units, so I just divided by 3. 400 more girls than adults. So 7 times 4. Maybe later because I don't have time now. I need to move on a little bit faster. Yeah. Okay. So now we have underlined our important things. Let's draw a model. 3 out of 7 of the people in the hall are boys. So how many boxes or units should I divide this model into? Yeah, very good. That's correct. 7. Yeah, very good. Don't worry, Eli or Ellie. I will show you at the end of the lesson. Yeah. So divide this into 7 units. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 because denominator is 7, right? How many units are boys? Yes, Celestine, very good. Yeah, Celeste, very good. 3 units are boys, right? Because the numerator is 3. So 3 of these units, these are boys. I'll put B. Okay, never mind. I'll write the whole thing. 3/4 of the remainder are girls. First, let's look at the denominator. 4, right? So we should have 4 units. But we must look at the remainder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, look at that. We have 4 units. It fits. If it fits, then we can go straight away and say that girls have 3 of these units because that is the numerator. So girls have 3 units. And the rest are adults. So this last unit is adults. There are 400 more girls than adults. Can anyone tell me how many units this is? This 400 is? Very good. Yeah, a lot of you are getting it right. This is more girls than adults. Because this says more, this means that what this is saying is the difference between the girls and adults. Girls is 3 units, adults is 1 unit. So the difference is 2 units. Yeah. So 2 units is equal to 400. If 2 units is equal to 400, what is 1 unit? Yeah, Melody, that's correct. 200. Yeah, Isha, very good. Just 400 divided by 2, right? You get 200. Yes, very good. So if 1 unit is 200, the question asks, how many people are there in the hall? In total, we have 7 units, right? So we should do 200 times by. Okay, yes, a lot of you are getting the right answer. Yeah, 200 times by 7 to get 7 units. 200 times by 7, you get 1,400. This is your final answer for question 2. There are 1,400 people in the hall. Of course, in a proper exam, you should write your final statement. There are 1,400 people in the hall. But because we're just doing practice, I won't write the answer statement because it's more important that you understand. Yeah. Okay, very good. So this is question 2. I'll leave it up for a little while so you all can copy or take screenshots if you want to, and then I'll move on to question 3. If any of you have any questions about this question as well, you can also ask me. Your teacher say do not. Okay, if your teacher says do not need, then you do not need. Yeah. Question. Yes, very good, Isha. That's the correct answer for question 3. Yeah. All right. So let's move on to question 3. Don't worry too much if you haven't finished copying. I can show you again later at the end of class. Yeah. Not quite. No, Manager, that's not the right answer. But thank you for trying to do it in advance. Yeah. So let's look at question 3. 3 out of 8 of a bag of balls were blue in color. How hard is this question? Will it? At least one of these types of questions will, there's a good chance it's going to come out in your exam. So you should know this strategy. Yeah. 3 out of 8 of a bag of balls were blue in color. 4 out of 5 of the remainder were red balls. Yeah, don't worry, Changcha. Yeah, I can go back to that after the lesson. Yes, Tessa, very good. So 4/5 of the remainder were red balls and the rest were yellow balls. 3/8 were blue, 4/5 of the remainder were red, rest were yellow. There were 24 more blue balls compared to yellow balls. Now that we've underlined all of this, let's draw our model. Tessa, you got the right number. Does anyone else can tell me how many units there should be in this model? Yeah, Melody, correct. Not the bigger denominator. The denominator that is not the one that says remainder after it. Okay. I'm sorry, Kiesa. I need to make sure that I'm on time. I'll try to move a little bit slower, but I do need to keep up the pace a little bit. Okay. So here, this is 3/8 of a bag of balls. This is 4/5 of the remainder. The one we want here is the 8, the one that is not of the remainder. So we split this back into 8 parts, like that. And then split this in half again. There we go. So we have 8 parts in total. 3 out of 8 of a bag of balls were blue. So how many units is blue? Okay, you cannot hear. Okay, I'll hold this up a little bit closer. You can try to increase my volume as well. Yes, Tessa, very good. 3 out of 8, right? 8 is the denominator. That's why we drew into 8 units. 3 is the numerator. So that is how many units are blue balls. Yes, Celestine, very good. Is it the one which is not the denominator? You have to draw in the model. The number of units in the model should be the denominator. The number of units that we should take up for that thing, in this case, blue, is the numerator. So that's why I put blue is 3 units. Yes, very good. Very good, Manaja. Yeah. So 4/5 of the remainder were red balls. 4/5, we want 5 units of the remainder. This is this part, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units, denominator 5. This fits. So we can just straight away say that 4 of these 5 units are red. That means the rest, which is just this 1 unit here, these are yellow balls. The question says there are 24 more blue balls compared to yellow balls. Yep, Darren, very good. So if there are 24 more blue balls compared to yellow balls, how many units is this equal to? Yep, that's correct. Yes, because there are 24 more blue balls than yellow balls, right? So that means this is the difference between your blue balls and the yellow balls. Yes, Tessa, exactly. So blue balls is 3 units. Yellow balls is 1 unit. These two together makes 24. Not quite, Shane. No, not quite. Oh, wait, sorry. Wait, yeah, not quite. Because 3 minus 1 is 2, right? So 2 units is 24. 1 unit must be 24 divided by 2. Yes, Chloe, good job. Yes, Salim, very good. Can anyone tell me what this is equal to? Sorry, when I say this, I mean 24 divided by 2. Yep, you're all getting it. Very good. This is 12. Then the question asks, how many balls were there in the bag all together? So that is your total, right? All your units put together. We have how many units here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. Yes. 8 units. So we do 12 times 8. Can anyone tell me what this is? Yes. Thank you, Shane. Yes. Very good. Oh, yes. Of course. All of you have already sent me the answer to this. So 12 times 8 is 96. Yeah. So this is my final answer. There were 96 balls in the bag altogether. Yeah, good job. It seems like all of you, or at least a lot of you, have the hang of these kinds of questions, which is very good. Next, we'll be going to pothole type 2, which is a little bit more advanced. But first, I'll just stay here for a little bit for anyone who wants to copy or take screenshots. If it takes, yeah, now you're very good. If you think it'll take a little bit too long for you to copy, you can try taking a screenshot instead, and then you can refer to it later after the class. Yeah. Okay, I'll give you a little bit of time. If anyone wants to ask me any questions, you can also ask me now. Yeah, Melody, very good. Okay, thanks, Sarana. No decimals for this one. No. Yeah, no decimals. Maybe in the future there will be a decimal or in your exam paper, but for this practice, we don't have any decimals here. All right, so I'm going to move on now. I'm going to move on in 5 seconds. If you need time, if you need to look at this for longer, take a screenshot, yeah? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Okay. So let's move on to pothole type 2. Then what's the difference between pothole type 2 and pothole type 1? The difference is that part 2 requires something you call splitting the model. What do I mean? I will show you. Okay. Question 1. Madam City baked some cupcakes. She sold 2/5 of them on Monday and 1/6 of the remainder on Tuesday. So again, let's do our underlining. Then she had 150 cupcakes left. So let's start by drawing our model. It should have 5 units, right? In this model. Because this denominator is 5. Can anyone tell me how many units she sold on Monday? Yeah, that's very good. Yeah. You're getting it right? The number that she sold is just the numerator. This is how much she sold on Monday. I'll just put month for short form. Now, she sold 1/6 of the remainder on Tuesday. We have 3 units here, but the denominator is 6. So we should have 6 units. So we now somehow turn this 3 units into 6 units. Does anyone have any idea about what we should do? Yeah, well, let's good job. Yes, Isha. Yes, very good. You cut all of these in half. This is what you call splitting the model. Yeah, Melody, that's correct. Yeah. So you split every unit in half. Let's split these 2 in half as well. So now from one big unit, we've got 2 small units. This is 6 units now. 6 units, 6. Now it matches. Now we can keep going. She sold 1/6 of the remainder on Tuesday. So just 1 unit. This is Tuesday. And then this is how much she had left. So how many small units does she have left? Yeah, Tessa, it is now. Now the number of units has changed, right? Just now it used to be 5 big units. Now it's 10 small units. How many does she have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that, good job. 5 small units. We know this is how much she had left. This must be equal to 150. Yes, Isha, very good. So 5 units is equal to 150. 1 unit should be equal to? Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, yes, Leslie, that's the correct answer. Yeah, Adrian, very good. 1 unit is just 150 divided by 5, right? If you do that, you'll get 30. Yeah, Manaja, good job. So 1 unit is 30. So how many cupcakes did she bake? That's your total, right? Because she baked some cupcakes and then she sold them. So the total is how many units? 10 units. So we just do 30 times, yes, Isha, very good. 30 times 10, 300 cupcakes. It is 10 small units, right? Because just now we had 5 big units. Then we split each big unit into 2 small units. So just now there were 5 big units. Now there are 10 small units. This 30 is one small unit. Then we multiplied it by 10 to get our total. Yeah. Yeah, that's the correct answer. 300 cupcakes. Very good. Yeah, I see a lot of you are getting the same answer as me, which is excellent. If you got a different answer, please feel free to tell me what it is. Yeah, so that is question 1 for Pothole Type 2. So the only difference between Pothole Type 1 and Pothole Type 2 is that you'll be splitting your units in Pothole Type 2. Yes, Nadia, very good. You got 350. That's interesting. Try to make sure you're working with the same units for the whole time, yeah? It's 10 units. Because at first we had 5 big units, right? Because this denominator is 5. So at first we had 5 big units. Then we split each unit into half. So in the end, we ended up with 10 units because each one big unit became 2 small units. 5 big units became 10 small units. So we had 10 units here. Multiply 150 by 2. Yes, you can. Yeah, that. Yeah, you can. If you spot that, that's excellent. You can also do that. Yeah. So this is Pothole Type 2, question 1. I'll give you some time to take down anything or ask me some questions. And then I'll move on to question 2. Okay. Okay, don't worry if you still don't understand. When we do the next few questions, hopefully by repetition, you'll eventually get it. Yeah. Okay, so I am going to, yes, very good, Melody. So I'm going to clear now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, they're on, very good. And clear. All right, let's look at question 2. Betty made some apple pies for a charity fair. She sold 1/4 of her pies in the morning and 5/6 of her remaining pies in the afternoon. Yes, that's because you're very fast, Celestine. That's good. Some people take a little bit more time. Yeah. So she sold 1/4 of her pies in the morning, 5/6 of her remaining pies in the afternoon, and then she had 20 pies at the end of the day. So first, let's draw a model. How many should I split? How many units should I split this model into? Yeah, Tessa, very good. Yeah, Celine. We just split it into 4 because it should match our denominator, right? Our denominator. Then of these 4 units, how many units did she sell in the morning? Yes, Celeste, that's the correct answer. Yeah, good job. It is 1. Why 4, not 6? Because, like I said just now, you have 2 fractions here, right? So again, it'll be 8. Yes, if we split it again, it will be 8, and we will be doing that. So why 4? Why not 6? Because we have 2 fractions here. This 1/4 is of her pies. This 5/6 is of the remaining pies. The denominator we want to take is the one which is not remaining. Yeah? Yes, Ella, very good. So we want to take the one that does not say remaining. That is this one. Yeah, 1 small unit. Yes, Ella, very good. So anyway, yes, Tessa, very good. So this here is how much is sold in the morning. Yes, Leslie, very good. That she sold 5/6 of her remaining pies in the afternoon. Remaining we have, yes, Isha, very good. Remaining we have 3 units. We want 6 units. So we must split. Now we have 6 units remaining. Yes, Kiesa, very good. We need to cut it. Now we have 6 units. We want 5. That will be this much, right? So this is in the afternoon. This is how much she has left. Now, this is how much she has left. We also know that she has 20 pies left. So that means how many units is equal to 20? Very good. Yes. Yeah. Correct. the number of units we have left is 1 unit, right? So that means 1 unit is equal to 20. The question wants us to find the total number of pies we had at first. That's all of this, right? All of this 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, Adrian, very good. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 units. So we want to find 8 units. We just do 20 times 8. Yeah. If we do 20 times 8, can anyone tell me what this equals to? Not quite, Celine. Yes, Celestine. Very good. Yeah. Very good, everyone. 20 times 8 is 160. So this is the answer for your question. Betty had 160 pies at first. Yeah. So again, this question, we did the same thing as we did just now. In order to make our denominator for the remaining the same as the number of units we had left. Very good, Celestine. So in order to do that, right, we split our units into 2 each. So from 3 big units, we got 6 small units. 6 small units is the same as 6, the denominator here of the remaining. So that's when we know we can move on and then take 5 of these new small units. Yes, very good, Melody. Yep, Kiasa, 160 is very good. It's correct. So this is question 2. If anyone needs time for this, I'll give you time to take down notes, ask any questions, and then we'll move on to page 5, question 3. Okay. Only 3 more questions from here, Celestine. Yeah. Yes, very good, Manaja. Yeah, it is easy, right? Today's one's a little bit more easy than previously, but it's for, I do not understand the model, how you draw. Okay, don't worry. I'll try to explain it again, yeah? If you still don't quite get it, feel free to stay back after lesson is over. I'll try to explain it to you. I have about five minutes I can spend answering questions, yeah? Yeah. Okay. All right, so I'm going to clear this one now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and clear. Okay, draw 3 units. Higher order questions? Yes, there are higher order questions, and we'll be going through them soon. If you forgot to print the paper, that's fine. I hope you have a blank piece of paper in front of you, right? So you can take down everything. You don't know how to draw the units. Okay, yeah, don't worry. I'll try to explain it again later. Or for this question, which is the same thing as what we're doing previously. So question 3, Chandra had some game cards. He gave 2/5 of his game cards to Andy and 5/9 of the remainder to Benson. And then he had 60 cards left. So what we want to do, first we draw our model. I'm going to draw them before I distribute them into units. So I just draw the model like this. Okay. So how many units do we want to split this model into? First, we look at our fractions. We have 2 fractions here, right? One of this will have of something. The other one will have of the remainder. Yep, Navya, very good. The one we want to focus on is the one which does not say remainder. That is 2/5. The number of units I split this fraction into is just the denominator of this fraction, 5. So I split this into 5 parts. Not quite a less, no. Yes, very good, yes. I'll cut it into 5 because this fraction is 2/5. And how many of these game cards was given to Andy? That just now to split, we made 5. Now to find how many he gave away, we look at the numerator, 2. So this is how many game cards he gave to Andy. Next, he gave away 5/9 of the remainder. Yes, Isha, very good. Not quite, Tessa, no. Yeah, so 5/9 of the remainder. Now we're done with this one. We drew the model with it. The remainder one, we look at the amount of stuff we have left, or in the other words, the remainder. Why can't we make the denominator the same? Because they're of different things. This fraction is of all of its game cards. This fraction is of only the remainder. So we should not be making it the same. Yes, Celestine, that's the correct answer. Unless not quite. Yeah. Yeah, so they're not of the same thing. This 5/9 is of the remainder. That is these 3 units here. So the number of units we want to have is, yes, Naga, very good. The number of units we want to have is 9, but we only have 3. To get 9, we must cut each one into 3 parts, right? Now these 3 units we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We split these 3 big units into 9 small units. Yeah, so that's what you're supposed to do, yeah? Now you split it into 9 small units. How many went to Benson? 5 small units, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over to here. So this is for Benson. Yes, Isha, very good. So how many units do we have left? 4 units. So 4 units is equal to how much? Yeah, very good. 4 units is equal to 60 because 4 units is how much you have left, right? And Chandra has 60 cards left. So 4 units is 60. If 4 units is 60, how much is 1 unit? Can anyone tell me? Yes, Isha, that's the right answer. Yeah, Halik, very good. Yeah, not quite enough, yeah. If 60 divided by 4, right? Unless it's the right answer. That I'm not sure. No, I don't think so. No, okay, yes, I see. I see why you did that, right? Let's be careful about this. 1 unit is 15. What is 1 unit? It is this one small unit, right? It's not the big unit we had earlier. It's not this one. This 15 we have is our small unit. And how many small units are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So to find how many game cards Chandra had at first, we need to multiply this by 15. I know a lot of you have already given me the answer, but can anyone tell me what this is if you haven't done it already? Yes, that very good. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Let me just, okay. Yes, very good. It is 225. This is the final answer. How many game cards Chandra had at first? So whenever you do your units for this one, it's very important to remember which unit you're dealing with. Not the big one, always the small one. After you split, you only deal with the small units. Okay? If you deal with the big units, you get the wrong answer. You'll get 15 times 5 instead of 15 times 15. So always be very careful about this. Right. So that is the final answer for question 3. If anyone has questions, feel free to ask me. Otherwise, I'll leave this up for some time. And then we will move on to question 1 on page 6, which is our problem sums on fractions, which are our higher order questions for today. I think you might have just made a calculation error somewhere, yes, because that's so close to the right answer. I think you just miscalculated somewhere because the right answer is 225, right? Unless you typed in the wrong answer in chat to me. If you might have misclicked 6 instead of 5, then yeah, because 225 is the right answer. Okay, so I'm going to clear this and move on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and clear. Okay. Yeah, thank you. So let's move on to question 1, page 6, our problem sums on fractions. Today's higher order questions. So let's read the question. Meili and Lily shared a total of 406 stickers. Meili took 2 out of 7 of the stickers and Lily took the rest. After Meili bought some stickers, she had the same number of stickers as Lily. How many stickers did Meili buy? Yes, Menaja, very good. That's the correct answer. Sorry, let me just decrease the size of this a little bit so I have more space to write. All right. So how many stickers did Meili buy? First, let's show how many stickers are in total, right? That's 406. Meili took 2 out of 7 of the stickers. So if we split this into 7 parts, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I clearly didn't draw this big enough. Needs to be another box like this, right? So if Meili took 2 of these 7 units worth of stickers, she would have taken 2 units, right? So this is how much Meili took. Lily took the rest. That will be how many units? Yeah, very good, everyone. Melody, yes, that's the right answers. Yep, Alas, that's the correct answer for the final thing. For everyone else, yes, very good. 5 units, right? 5 out of 7 of these units. This is Lily. We also know that the total is 406 stickers. So how many units is equal to 406? How many units? Yes, Salim, you must. Yes, Ella, very good. Yes, Isha. Not quite that. I think you might have done something wrong somewhere, but yes, because 406 is the total, right? So it's the whole model. That's all 7 units. So 406 is equal to 7 units. Can anyone tell me how much 1 unit equals to? Yes, Celestine, very good. Yep, Isha. Yeah, Anira. Very good. 58. So 1 unit is 58. Okay, sorry, I didn't use my space very efficiently. I'm going to move this over to here. Yeah. So now we know that 1 unit is 58. Yes, very good. No, not quite, Ahmad. Don't worry, we'll see that soon, right? Oh, sorry. Yes, no, that's correct answer. Oh, yes, she bought. Yes, correct. I forgot to write 1. But, oh, 1 unit. Okay, yeah, that's fine. 1 unit. Yeah. So 1 unit is 56. So if 1 unit is 56, how many did Meili have before she bought stickers? Yep, Isha, that's the correct answer. Yep, Jovial. Because Meili at first had 2 units, right? So she had 2 units. That is just 58 times 2. Can anyone help me work this out? Yes, Navia, very good. Yes, Anira. Yep, yep. Very good. This is 116. Lily had 5 units, right? So this should be 58 times 5. Yes, Alim. Yes, Malik. Very good. 58 times 5 to see how much Lily had. How many is this? Yes, Anira. Very good. Yep, Adrian. Correct. Yep, Navia. Very good. 58 times 5 is 2. Yes, Tessa. Correct. 290. Oh, that's fine, Celestine. Doesn't matter which order you do it. Yeah. 290. Now we can look at the last part of this question. After Meili bought some stickers, I see. She had the same number of stickers as Lily. So at first she had 116. Then she bought some stickers. Scroll down. Do I need to? I think it's okay. I'll just move over to this side after this. Yeah. So I'm moving over to this side. So yes, very good. So Meili had 116. Then she got 290, or she got more stickers and then got up to 290. So how many stickers did she buy? She had 290 in the end. She had 116 before buying. So the answer, how many she bought, is just the difference between these two numbers, right? Can anyone tell me what this is? Not quite, Aniraf. I think you're missing a number there. But yes, everyone else is writing. Very good. 290 minus 116 is 174. I see some of you wrote 74. There might be a calculation error, or maybe you just forgot to press the 1 on your keyboard. Yeah, the answer is 174. So this is your final answer for question 1. Meili bought 174 stickers. Yeah, very good. So this is how you do question 1. I'll leave this up here for a little while. If anyone wants to ask me questions, you can feel free to ask me. Otherwise, after that, we'll move on to question 2. Yes, Manaja, very good. Why don't I write statement? Yeah, sorry. In an exam, the chat function allows people to chat with others now. Really? I thought I disabled that. Yeah, it went back to normal. Yes, there is one more question. Thank you for telling me. Who are you? Rian. Oh, thank you for telling me, Rian. Yeah. Yeah, I've changed it back to normal. So, why don't I write statement? I'm not writing my statement just out of time interest, yeah, because we're a bit short on time. I want to make sure you understand the question. In an exam, you should write a statement unless your teacher tells you it's okay. In the end, what your teacher says is what's important, yeah. But if your teacher doesn't say anything, you should always write your end statement. Okay. Yes, thank you for telling me, Ella. I've just changed it. Okay. Huh. Okay. Please try to limit your chatting, right? Cause why? Huh. That's very strange. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why it's like that. Try not to disturb everyone. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Just try not to disturb everyone. I can't seem to change the setting right now. It's very strange. Okay. Never mind. All right. Okay. So this is question 1, right? I'm going to move on and clear in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Let's move on. Sometimes it's stuck. Yeah, it is a little bit stuck. Okay. Let's move on to question 2. Cindy has 3 rows of hibiscus plants in her garden, and there are 12 plants in each row. 1/6 or 1/6 of the plants have pink flowers. 1/4 or 1/4 of the plants have red flowers. Yes, last one. And the rest of the plants have yellow flowers. Part A asks, what fraction of the plants have pink and red flowers? So it wants a fraction. It wants both pink and red flowers. Pink is 1/6. Red is 1/4. Can anyone tell me what we should do with these two numbers? Yes, you should do that, Isha. But first, yes, very good. Okay, I mean, yes. Okay, all of you, all of you understand. Very good. Because you want to find pink and red flowers, right? Yes. Okay, all of you are getting it. You want to find pink and red flowers, so we need to add the fractions, add them together. In order to do that, you need to find your lowest common multiple because you need to change your denominators to the same. That's why you need to find lowest common multiple. So we need to change these things. 6, 4. Lowest common multiple, can anyone tell me? Yes, Kiesa, very good. Not quite a less, but I mean, that still works if you want to use it. Yeah. The lowest common multiple of 6 and 4 is 12. 24 is also a multiple of 6 and 4, but 12 is the lowest common multiple. So to get to 12, 6 must times 2, right? So this one must also times 2. 2. To get to 12, 4 must times 3. Yes, Celestine, very good. Times 3. So the 1 must times 3 as well. If you add these two together, you get 5 out of 12. It's okay if you're using 24, Tessa. Later, when you simplify, you'll get the same answer. 5 out of 12 is your answer for part A. Yeah. If you did 24, what will happen? You would do this. Yeah. So if you did 24, the numbers you will get will instead be 4/24 and 6/24. If you add them together, you get 10 out of 24. 10 out of 24. You simplify, divide by 2, you get 5 out of 12. So in the end, yes, Amma, very good. So in the end, you still get the same answer, even if you use 24. Yeah. It just, you have to do simplification after that. Okay. So that is part A. But now we need to look at part B. How many of the hibiscus plants have yellow flowers? So we know that 5/12 of the, yes, Isha, very good. We know that 5 out of 12 of the flowers are pink and red. Yes, Celestine, very good. In other words, they are not yellow, right? So this is how many plants were not yellow. Can anyone tell me how you find the number of plants, or the fraction of plants that are yellow? Very good. 1 whole minus 5 over 12, right? Which is 12 over 12 minus 5 over 12, which is 7 over 12. So 7 over 12 of the flowers are yellow. How many flowers are there in total? Now, not fractions. How many flowers are there in total? Can anyone tell me? Yes, very good. No one's falling for the easy trap. Because there are 12 plants in each row. So there are not 12 plants in total. There are 12 times 3. Because 12 plants in each row, 3 rows. So your total number of, very good everyone. Total number of plants is 12 times 3, 36. So what we would do, or what we could do, is to draw a model. We would draw a model using this fraction. There are 12 units in the model. Yeah. However, we don't need to do that. We can just look at this fraction and imagine a model. Imagine there's a model with 12 units in it. So you split it into 12. Yeah, good job, Celestine. If you split it into 12, you know that these 12 units is equal to how many in total? Yes, these 12 units, but yes, Isha, very good. Must be equal to 36. So this is what we will get if we drew a model. We will see that these 12 units is equal to 36. But we can skip drawing the model because we can imagine it as well. If 12 units is equal to 36, 1 unit is equal to 36, divided by 12, which is how much? Yes, Hadik, very good. Yep, Anira, very good. 36 divided by 12 is 3. Now, the question asks how many of the hibiscus plants have yellow flowers? That is how many units? Can anyone tell me? Very good. 7 units, 7 times 3. Because just now we said 12 units because 12 was the denominator, right, for this fraction. Now we want 7 units because that is the numerator. This is how many yellow flowers there are. So we do 3 times 7. And this gives us 21. Yes, everyone. Very good. If you got a different answer than me, please feel free to tell me. But for all of those of you who are getting the right answer, that's very good. The answer is 21. Yes, good job. So that's question 12. Question 12 is probably the hardest question in this paper, I would say. But as you can see, most of you are still able to do it, which is great. Right, so that's the last question. I'll just leave this up for a little while for people to copy or take pictures. And then after that, I will wrap up today's lesson. Yes, and I'll tell you more about the bonus quiz. There's one more after this. One more lesson after this. So there's lesson 4 after this. We might have more after the September holidays, but before the September holidays, it's just next week is the last lesson for students. We might have something else after that, a parent session, but if you're a student, which you are, you probably won't have to attend that. Yeah, that's more for your parents. Okay, so I'm going to clear this. All right, yeah, I'm going to clear this now. I'm going to clear this now so we can wrap up the session for today. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and clear. If you need me to come back to any of this, feel free to tell me in the next few minutes because then I can, yeah, I will tell you about the quiz story. Yes, I do like anime. Well, next class is our last group session, but there are still other things you can do. You can still come down and have lessons. I'll talk about that now. But first, our lesson recap. We went through Pothole Type 1, Pothole Type 2, and then we had some higher order questions, which in this paper is called problem sums on fractions. So out of these three, thanks Leslie, which do you think is the hardest out of these three? If you think it's number one, put one. If you think it's number two, put two. If you think it's number three, put three. If you think they're all super easy, you can just say none. If you think they're all really hard, you can say everything. Okay, so I see a lot of threes. That's to be expected. But I also see a lot of you found today's lesson relatively simple, which is great. Yeah, that means you probably found things easy. Yeah. So yeah, that's good. But for those of you who find things challenging, it is important to work on them. Like I said just now, we are going to be moving forward into the term 3 weighted assessment. And after that, we'll have our year-end exam. And for the P4 students, we'll have our subject-based banding. So other than these mini courses, we have a number of things that we are offering you, that we as in Math Accelerator Center, not me personally, is offering you, right? So first we have a math bootcamp. This is for all levels from primary 3 to secondary 3, but it is specifically also for Sec 4 and not Sec 4, P3 and P4. So I'm putting the link in chat right now. This is where you can go to access our bootcamps. On screen, I'll show you what it looks like when I click on the link. You'll come to here, our programs. You'll want to look at the September holiday program. Below, you see August program, June program. That's all done already. What we're doing now is the September program. Yes, don't worry. I'll talk about the bonus question soon. Yeah. So now we look at the September program. You click on, let's say, primary 4, if you're a primary 4 student. So click on this, right? Then you'll end up here in this bootcamp. So what is this all about? It's a bootcamp which will be covering certain topics. Specifically, we'll be covering whole numbers and fractions and decimals and measurement. We'll also be talking about heuristics, which are problem sum strategies. We'll be talking about drawing diagrams and models, guess and check, patterns, working backwards, number times value, simultaneous equation, and excess and shortage. We're also going over some miscellaneous skills, like how to reduce careless mistakes during exams, exam skills, answering techniques, and we'll also be helping you to review your strengths and weaknesses, so we know what we can do going forward. So there are 2 types of lessons. We have one online by Zoom, 3 hours per lesson over 2 days. Same for live if you come down to our center. Yeah. Here are the timings for each one. We also have an early bird promotion. So if you sign up before the, unfortunately that's already passed. So I'll talk to the center about that, see if we can extend the early bird promo. Yeah. But anyways, the venue, like I said before, it's at our center. One Marine Parade Central. It's at Parkway Center on the 12th floor. If you want to sign up, here's the form you need to fill in. It's at the bottom of the page where you clicked on. Parents' name, parents' email, parents' mobile number, child's level. For you all will be either P3 or P4. And then your class selected. So it's either the online lesson or the live lesson, right? So that is for our boot camp. What do we have other than that? The quiz. I thought you all were going to start talking about this, right? The quiz. So here is the bonus quiz. Like I said, you got 8 prizes. Don't worry, I'll go over question 1 very soon after this. Yeah. So 8 prizes, $50 each. If you get everything correct, you're eligible to win. The quiz has 5 MCQ questions. It will be closed at Friday tonight. Bye, Adrienne. It will be closed at Friday on midnight. And the winners will be announced during our next lesson, which is next week, Wednesday, 25th August, 8 p.m. So please show up if you want to win. Yeah. So here is the link to, I said this is a direct message. Here is the link for the quiz. I know, right? Yes. So if there will be a time, no, there will be no timer. You can complete on your own so long as you finish it by midnight on Friday. So if you click on this, you'll be directed to here. Problem sums mini course, bonus quiz. If you want to enter, you must type in your name, email, joking about what? I'm not joking about the prizes. The prizes are they're $50 each. So type in your name, type in your email, mobile number, and your level. Once you're done, press next and the quiz will immediately begin. There is no timer. Okay, there is no timer, but do complete before Friday midnight. That is Friday, the 20th of August, 2 days from now. Yeah. Other than that, we're also inviting you to a free trial lesson. Free. You can either come down to our center or attend an online Zoom lesson. $50 of prizes, not necessarily cash. Yeah. But anyways, yes, complimentary trial lesson. You can come down, you or your parent, not the parent can come down, but the parent can send their child down. We will assess your level of readiness, talk about the strengths and weaknesses of the child. We will also we will also teach your child more effective methods or particular strategies for problem solving. And we will try to analyze what we can do for you or your child if you're a parent moving forward. If you want to access a trial lesson, you can access it from our main website. I'll send the main website link here. If you go to our main website, you'll end up here. Free trial lessons under here, this tab, free trial. So if I click on it, is it your phone? Yes. For the bonus quiz, it is your phone and email. For the bootcamp and for the trial lesson, it is your parents' name and email and mobile number as well. Yeah. So yes, if you want to register for a free trial lesson, click on the link I sent to everyone. Click on this free trial tab. Then scroll down. Parents, type in your parent's name, or if you're the parent, type in your name, email, number. Then the child's level, preferred day, and your preferred type. Also need to select one of these. Either it's on-site or it's online at Zoom. If you don't have an email, you can try to, I guess you can make an email, Celestine. I think you can make it for free on Google, Yahoo, all those kind of things. So yes, you have to put email. When I tried to not put email, it didn't let me pass. So you have to put an email in there. Yeah. So that's for the trial lesson. We also have a mini course for P5 and P6, also free. Oh yeah, you can put in your parents' email if you want, Celestine. Yeah. So we have a mini course for P5 and P6. If you have any P5 or P6 friends, or for parents, you have P5 or P6 children, you can feel free to click on this link and sign up for the mini course. Same thing as you did when signing up for this mini course. You just need to fill in this form here. Yeah. Other than that, that's all. Thanks for coming today. I'm sorry I ran a little bit over time, but sometimes these things can't be helped. So here's our email and our WhatsApp. If you want more information about the programs, you can click on the link, which is the www.parkwaymath.com, which I sent you all earlier as well. And that's all. Thanks everyone for coming tonight, and have a good evening.